Today we are going to discuss about the some writer word processing terminology. What is word processing terminology? What the terms we are going to process our text, that is known as word processing terminology, right? It may contain line spacing, page border, font, style, size, word wrapping, indentation, margins. These all come under the category of word processing terminology. Now, first we will see margins. What is margins? If you see the printout of any matter on page, you will see that from the top, bottom, right and left, there is a gap between the page border and the text. That is known as margin. Means margin is nothing, it is the distance given between the paper edge and the text. There are four types of margins: left, right, top and bottom. These four margins we will see when I will do something in writer. You can see each and everything. Next is your columns. Columns are nothing. Sometimes we used to put our text in 2, 3, 4 columns. That, as in the case of newspaper, you can see that is known as columns. Means if you are going to put our text into multiple columns, more than one columns, by default it is one column. You can put your text in multiple columns, and these multiple columns will be equally divided onto the page. Next is word wrapping. It is very important feature. If you are going to write your text in your writer or word processor, after finishing of the line, your cursor shifts towards the next line. That is placement of the text. When it reaches the right margin, automatically it shifts towards the next line. This is known as word wrapping. Next is indentation. Indentation, it is the distance between text boundaries and the page margins. Now I am going to make clear here that I told you margins and indentation. You can say margins and indentation, they both are same, but practically if you see, margins, they are the text, margins, they are the space between the paper edge and the text. That is your margin. Indentation, it is the distance between your text and the page boundary. Means leaving your page margin into which portion your text is going to be displayed, that is work area. Between work area and the text, the margin is known as indentation. Now students, I am going to show you each and everything through your writer. So I am going to open writer over here. After opening the writer, first of all I will write something onto the paper. I am going to write to close a document suppose this I am going to copy, and lastly I am pasting it so many times. Now this paragraph I have created. Now first of all, margins. This is top margin. Whatever, if you are going to take print out, the characters will not be printed over here. This is top margin, the distance between paper edge from the top to the text. This is left margin, this is right margin, and on the bottom you can see bottom margin. These four margins are there. Next, column style. We are going to see the column style. How we will see it? Now, column, format column. When we come to the format column, this columns we can see, we can increase the columns, how many columns you need. Suppose by default this is one column, two columns with equal size. Now you can see your page has been divided into two equal columns. Next is your three columns. Likewise, you can divide your page into the columns you require, right? Now, word wrapping. As I told you, if I am going to write the same thing to close a document, you have to see on the right hand side, right margin, it will be clear to you. Automatically it will shift towards the next line. Now you can see it has shifted to the next line. This is known as word wrap. Otherwise the document will continue writing in single line. Next is your indentation. What is indentation? If we see indents, this is, I told you, margin between the page border and the text. I am going to increase some indent. You can see here it has shifted towards the right hand side. Next, if I am going to use after text, it will give you. Next is your first line. First line, if you want to start from some other distance, it will give you like this one. If I am going to put enter, the next line will be started and only the first line of the paragraph will be started and the next line will start from the next point. These are the indents. Few more indents you can see from here. This is above paragraph. How much space you need to start a new paragraph? You can see. Now after paragraph, suppose I put my cursor over here and in your paragraph, after paragraph, below, when I now see here, the distance become more. This is your indentation. Again I am telling you, this is margin, but this is indentation. You can see this is the page boundary. Page boundary and the distance between the text, it is known as your indent and this is known as margin. Now I am going to show you font style, everything. To do it, you have to select the text. After selecting, click on format character. Now from this you can change the font desired by you. What font you want, just click on this one, right? It has changed its style. Next, font style or face you can change. Then you can change the size of the font. Not only this one, you can give effects to the fonts. Font color, what you need, that color you can give here. You can choose any of the color. This color will be seen to you in the text. Next is your effects, capital, lower case, or I am going to choose small capitals. Now you can see small capitals. Now this was all about font. Font you can change its color, everything. Now the text alignment. You can see there, I told you there are 4 types of alignments: left, right, center and justify. By default, left align text is there. I am going to remove all the indents first. So that in general way your text should be, all the indents I am removing. You can see now by default your text is aligned left. Second is center. Text will be flourished from the center line and it will go both the sides equally. Right, from where it is going to start doesn't matter, but it will end at the same point. Next is justify, means left and right they will start and end on the same point. This is known as text alignment. This is your horizontal alignment. Now you can see alignment few more types: top, center, bottom. Means it will start from the top, center or bottom of the page. Next, line spacing. Your line spacing, it comes indents and spacing. Line spacing, there are 1.5 line, means the distance between two lines will be more than usual. Next is your double line. Between two lines a 2 line gap will be there. You can see the difference. Next is your proportional or at least, means exact look or official look of the document. This is your different line spacing. You have seen single, 1.5, double, likewise. Single line spacing, it has the width of 12 points, right? And suppose I am showing you paragraph single line. Okay, its size will be 12 by default and 1.5, 18 points. This distance I am telling you, not the font size. Distance between these two lines is 12 points. If I am going to take it 1.5, it will become 18 points. If I am going to take double, it will become 24 points. This is different types of line spacing. Now orientation, page orientation. There are 2 types of orientation. One is landscape, one is portrait. When you click on format page, here you can see portrait, means vertical height, means height of the page will be greater than the width. When we switch over toward landscape, width will be greater than your height. You can see here width is 8.5 inches, height is 11 inches. Now it has changed. 11 inches height is width is there and height is 8.5 inches. By default we are having A4 size of page. A4. This is, now this is portrait. It is showing with the margin of the page. Is it clear? Now after page orientation, we will see header and footer. We will see header and footer. What is header? What is footer? Now header, the text given on the top of the page. Suppose this is computer application now if I am going to insert footer, it will come on the bottom of the page. Suppose here I have written the name of the school, right? When we shift towards the next page, it will automatically come your header and footer. Is it clear, students? Now once again, the previous things in the last class, what I told you, that again I am going to give you as a revision. Last I am giving you, then today's work again I will show you. So when you start your Word or Writer, this is the first screen. On the top you are getting title bar, which shows the name of the file as well as name of the document, software into which you are working. This is file, edit, view, insert, format, table. These are the menu bar, which has got different options to be used by the user to perform activities, right? Next is your standard toolbar. This is your standard toolbar, which is having most commonly used options are the buttons over here. Next is your formatting toolbar, which is used to format your text. Now see, formatting means if I want to make it bold, italic, underline, what I want to do, this can be done easily, right? This is formatting toolbar. Next to your formatting toolbar, these are the rulers, horizontal and vertical rulers. This shows the size of the page on your screen. Beyond this, you cannot write anything. This is your vertical scroll bar and this is your horizontal scroll bar. Means to move left, right, to move up and down. This is your status bar. What work you are performing, which key is on, at which page you are, these all has been given over there. And the white portion where I have written the text, that is known as work area. Once again, students, today's topic which I told you, again I want to show you how we are going to use margins. Margins, it is clear. This one, this one, this one, this header, it comes under the work area because the margins, top and bottom margins, they are not used in header and footer. Next is your columns. Columns are nothing, writing text in different columns. More than one columns if we are going to use, that is known as in the case of newspaper. Suppose this is 2 columns, this is 3 columns, this is first one is broader and second one is smaller. You can see after finishing of the page, your text will move towards the next column. Now I am going to decrease the size of this one, then it will be more clear. This I am giving single line space. You can see I have completed here. Now I am going to copy this one and pasting over here. As soon as it will complete, it will move towards the next column, right? This is newspaper style. You can see this in your newspaper also. Next is your word wrapping. As soon as your typing in the line completes, it reaches to the right margin, automatically the character shifts towards the next line. Indentation. Indentation is writing a text from the page border. This is paragraph, indent. How much indenting you need, that you have to specify. It will start from there only, right? This is from left. Now this is after text. How much after text, right? This margin you have, it has come. Next is your first line. from where your first line going to be start. This you can see in the preview also. Now you can see first line. Every paragraph first line will start. Suppose I am going to change the paragraph from here. You can see it has started from there. Next is your above paragraph. How much space you need? 0.1 or 0.8 you can see here. After paragraph, what space you are going to have? This after paragraph. You can see after paragraph. Again it has been given. This is known as indenting. Now again font and font style. This is your format character. Right? Suppose you want to change the color of the font. You want to write all in capitals. Relief, embossed suppose. You can see it has been embossed. The characters has been embossed. It looks that it is out of the page, right? Engraved means it will be inside the page. Now you can see here format character. This you can see, right? This is, and you can change the font from here. Here also you can change the font. What you want, that font will be given. Its size you can increase from here. You can make it bold or remove the bold, italic, underline. What you want to change, this can be changed. Right? Now next is alignment. This is left aligned. Select the text, left align, center align, right align, justify. Both the sides equal. These are the text alignment. This is horizontal. Vertical is also there. Line spacing. Again format page, line spacing, single, 1.5, double, whatever is there you can change. Line spacing. Next is page orientation. For page orientation, format page. From here you can change the orientation of the page. You can see page has been changed. Now next is your header and footer. From here insert header already I have given. When I click, header has been removed. You can see here there is no header. Now if you click on insert footer, remove the tick, you can see there is no footer. This all for today students, and it is said to you that you must have practice at your home so that you can learn more and more commands. While using the commands, if you feel any type of problem, you can leave your questions in your question answer session between 2:30 and 3:30. Till then, we will meet next time. This is the time for your objective type questions. I am explaining each and every. Formatting of text is an example of text processing. Yes, formatting is the feature we are going to use in text processing. Insertion point shows where the typed text will appear. No, insertion point is to insert text or object, so it is false. A word processor automatically wraps any text extending beyond the right margin to the next line. This is known as word wrap. This is 100% true answer. So word processor always wraps the text to the next line. End key marks the end of a paragraph. It's false statement. End key always ends the line, current line, where on which line you are, it will reach to the last of the line. Control S shortcut is used to select text in WriteR. No, false, because Control S is used to save a document, while Control A is used to select the text in WriteR. Cut operation places the selected text into an area in the memory called, whatever cut, copy in the text you are going to do, it goes into the clipboard. So answer is clipboard. Next is cut operation can also be accomplished by using the shortcut key. Cut, there are three cut, copy and paste option. Cut, this is Control X, then copy Control C and paste Control V. So answer is Control X. The alignment makes sure that none of the edge of the text appear ragged. This is known as justified. As I told you in the alignment section, left, center, right and justify. Left starts from the same point, right ends with the same point, center, from the center it is aligned, justified, both sides it will be aligned. So justified is the right answer. Total height of a line of text including extra spacing is known as line spacing. Height of the line including extra spacing, whatever extra spacing between two lines is given, this height of the line is known as line spacing. The shortcut key used for copying selected text into clipboard, as I told you, Control X is for cut, Control V is for paste and Control C is for copy. So answer is Control C. The shortcut key used for pasting text from clipboard, whatever cut or copied portion, it has gone to clipboard. If you want to paste it onto your text area, then we use Control V. To open a new file in WriteR, the shortcut key is always, in most of the softwares, to open a new file, Control N is there, right? Control X, it redo, Control Y, Control Y redo, Control X undo, Control V is for paste and Control N to open a new file. Which extension is given to WriteR document by default? WriteR document, as in the case of .doc, this is for your document created in Word. .com, it's a commercial website. .odt, this is the extension given to the WriteR document. Next, which of the following gives the status of your document, like page number, number of pages? These all, it is given on the status bar. When I was explaining, I told you status bar gives the details like status of the document, at which page, how many pages it is having, page numbers, number of pages, and also whatever the keys, toggle keys, they are on or in off position, it is shown to you by the use of status bar. Now students, this 14 questions I explained that you have to write in your copy. I think this is for today. Next topic we will discuss in next class with few more exercises. Till then, thank you. Jai Hind.